We are excited to explore how many of the scientific references and facts were real in the Big Bang Theory. Hopefully the writers won't disappoint us. The Einstein Approximation. TV Science. In this episode, Sheldon spends a few sleepless nights as he was unable to answer the reasons why electrons have no mass when traveling through graphene. Finally, he follows Albert Einstein for motivation. Einstein was known to come up with special relativity when he worked in the Swiss Patent Office. So Sheldon started to work as the server in the Cheesecake Factory and managed to get his answers at the end. Now, real scientists can tell whether it was correct or not. Real science. Graphene is a two-dimensional atomic-scale hexagonal lattice in which one atom forms each vertex. Graphene actually shook the real science world in 2010 when two Manchester scientists, Andrei Geim and Konstantin Novoselov, shared a Nobel Prize in Physics for their experiments with this hexagonal lattice. At present, more research is being done on graphene to find out if it can be used to build a space elevator, to make ocean water drinkable, or detect cancerous cells in the body. The Gorilla Experiment. TV Science. Penny wants to prepare a speech on Leonard's work with subatomic particles and convinces Sheldon to help her. Sheldon begins with explaining Newton's second law of motion, and that makes her cry. Later, Penny comes up with a spectacular speech on Leonard's project, but her arguments were placed from Sheldon's point of view, which explained that Leonard is imitating the completed work of other scientists in the Netherlands. Real Science. This episode title refers to an actual gorilla named Coco who was able to learn and understand over 2,000 English words. So, Sheldon believes if Coco the gorilla can be taught sign languages, then he can definitely teach physics to Penny. Penny agreed to be Coco for Sheldon, but he said that Coco was more intelligent than Penny. The Work Song Nanocluster. TV Science. In this episode, Penny decides to become an entrepreneur by selling penny blossoms, hair barrettes. Surprisingly, she manages to make some sales, but Sheldon does the math for her to show that the business is making less ROI. So, Sheldon and the rest of her friends come up with superior adhesives and online marketing techniques to increase the productivity of her business. To our utter astonishment, Penny immediately gets an order for 1,000 sparkly hair accessories. Real Science. On the TV, it's fun to see characters succeeding in their endeavors within a short span of time, but real marketing gurus were not impressed with this storyline. Marketing heads know how much brainstorming efforts they put into making just one sale, whereas Penny was getting a large order within a few minutes of her first attempt. This was unrealistic and hard to digest. The Cruciferous Vegetable Amplification. Sheldon calculates his life expectancy. He gets upset to know that he will die just a few years before the time when man will be able to transfer his consciousness into machines and achieve immortality. Sheldon decides to live that moment at the present, so he stays back in a safer location at home and sends a mobile virtual presence device into the world. This device is covered up with his t-shirt and the video monitor showing his talking head on the top and finally turning into a shellbot that Penny calls him. Real Science. Willow Garage, a real company, had actually built a shellbot, much similar to the remote presence device shown in the episode. The device is now named as Beam and is available at $2,140 in the market.